There comes a moment in every life when the noise around you grows so loud, so relentless, so chaotic, that your very soul feels cornered. The world will scream its doubts into your ears. It will throw its storms against your walls. It will rattle your faith. It will test your patience. It will push and push and push until something inside you decides whether to break or to rise. In that moment, true power doesn't belong to the one who yells the loudest. It belongs to the one who stands silent, steady, calm. It belongs to the one who acts as if nothing can shake them. Calm is not weakness. Calm is command. Calm is the quiet strength of a mind that has learned to master itself. Think of a mountain standing against a storm. The wind howls, the sky breaks, lightning strikes its edges. But the mountain does not tremble, because the mountain understands that storms are temporary. The mountain doesn't need to fight. It simply endures. And in the end, the storm bows to what will not move. That is the power of calm. But calm is not given. It is forged. It is not inherited. It is built. To master calm is to master yourself, and to master yourself is to claim a power greater than anything the world can throw at you. The world bows not to the loud, but to the unshakable. When the crowd insults you, when they doubt you, when they try to drag you into their noise, it's not because they are strong. It's because they are trying to shake what they cannot understand. The calm mind terrifies the chaotic soul. People who haven't found peace inside themselves will always try to disrupt the peace they see in others. But if you choose to be calm, if you choose to be still, you become something they cannot touch. You become untouchable. History remembers those who learned this truth. Abraham Lincoln faced betrayal, hatred, and endless criticism. Yet, in the heat of war and division, he carried the calm of a man who knew where he stood. Thomas Edison watched his lab burn down in a single night. He didn't curse the flames. He simply said, "All our mistakes are gone. Now we can start fresh." Henry Ford was mocked by experts who called him a fool for believing in an affordable automobile. He answered not with anger, but with relentless clarity. Calm is not the absence of battle. It's the decision to fight only the battles that matter. The power of calm begins inside your own mind. It's the awareness that every thought is a spark, and you choose which sparks build a fire and which ones fade into the wind. You control the battlefield between your ears. The person who controls their inner world controls their outer one. This is why so many powerful people speak little, move deliberately, and do not flinch when chaos erupts around them. They've built fortresses within themselves. Calm is not pretending nothing's wrong. Calm is knowing you are strong enough to handle what is. Most people live in reaction. Someone insults them, they react. Something goes wrong, they react. They live like leaves in the wind, carried wherever the storm blows. But the few who learn to act instead of react, they move like rivers carving through stone. They may bend, but they never break. You must become like water, flowing around obstacles, never losing your form, never losing your direction. There's a secret that the world rarely speaks. The person who stays calm holds the power in every room. Anger burns quickly. Fear spreads fast. But calm dominates silently. In arguments, in negotiations, in moments of pressure, the calm person is the one people look to, even when they don't want to admit it. Calm disarms chaos. Calm unravels the plans of the loud. Calm makes time work for you, not against you. This is not easy. It demands a brutal kind of inner discipline. It means choosing silence over outrage, strategy over panic, wisdom over noise. It means walking through fire without letting the flames write your story. You will not get there by accident. You must train yourself. Start where every great transformation begins, in your mind. When the pressure comes, your mind will try to run, to react, to explode. But this is the exact moment you must train your response. Take a breath that no one sees. Take the space between what happened and how you choose to respond. In that space lies your power. Calm is a choice, a sharp, deliberate, disciplined choice. When the world attacks your peace, don't hand it over like a gift. Guard it like treasure, because it is treasure. The calm mind sees clearly what the panicked mind misses. While others flail, you observe. While others crumble, you adapt. While others scream, you build. Power is not found in the storm. It's found in the silence after it, in the person still standing. Look at the people who built empires from dust, legends from failure. Walt Disney was told his ideas were foolish. He went bankrupt multiple times. He faced betrayal, lawsuits, collapse. But through it all, he moved with the steady calm of a man who saw something the world didn't. He didn't scream at his doubters. He outlasted them. Andrew Carnegie worked in brutal steel mills as a boy, but he never let bitterness infect his focus. He acted with precision, not emotion. Calm turns vision into power. The greatest battles you will ever face are not outside you. They are inside you. The battle between reaction and discipline, between panic and purpose, between fear and control. To master calm is to become the commander of your own army, the architect of your destiny. Do not let the world dictate your emotional state. The world will always have storms, but you choose whether you build a shelter or get carried away. This isn't about pretending pain doesn't exist. It's about refusing to let pain own you. It's about standing when your knees want to buckle. It's about looking chaos in the face and saying, "You will not break me." That is calm. That is power. The world bows to those who refuse to flinch. This is how true leadership is born. Not through loud speeches or aggressive displays, but through stillness that speaks louder than words. Think of every great leader who inspired nations, moved armies, or built legacies. Their calm was a weapon. Their silence was thunder. Their presence commanded not by volume, but by certainty. If you wish to master this power, you must train it every single day. When something irritates you, pause instead of reacting. When someone disrespects you, look through them instead of falling to their level. When the world tries to pull you into its noise, hold the line. That is where your strength grows, not in the moments when everything is easy, but in the moments when your peace is under siege. There will be times when people mistake your calm for weakness. Let them, because calm is not for them. Calm is for you. Let them shout. Let them waste their breath. You are building something far greater, a mind that cannot be shaken. A soul that does not need to scream to be heard. There will come days when chaos will knock at your door with the force of a storm. People will speak to provoke you. Circumstances will try to unbalance you. And your own fears will rise like waves against a ship. And in those moments, your reaction will define everything. Not the situation itself, but the way you hold yourself in it. Power is not in the storm. Power is in the stillness of the captain who stands at the helm, unflinching, knowing exactly who he is. When everything around you moves, you must become the thing that doesn't. When the world shakes, your calm becomes a lighthouse. And lighthouses do not run from storms. They stand in them. Understand this clearly. People who live in chaos feed on reaction. They thrive on the energy of others losing control. That is why they will poke, push, and provoke. The moment you react emotionally, they own the stage. But the moment you stay calm, you take it back. Calm removes their power over you. And once you truly master that, no insult, no disrespect, no manipulation, no situation can control your state of mind again. You will not be carried by the current because you will have learned to anchor yourself. This isn't a mindset you build overnight. It's a habit, a muscle, a discipline forged in silence. It's born in the moments you want to shout but don't. In the moments you want to panic but breathe instead. In the moments you want to give up but keep your vision clear. Calm is not the absence of emotion. It is the mastery of emotion. It's like standing in the middle of a battlefield and hearing 1,000 drums, but only listening to your own heartbeat. Look at how the great builders of history moved. Thomas Edison faced more than 1,000 failed experiments before creating the light bulb. He didn't scream at failure. He didn't give up. He calmly adjusted, learned, and moved again. Andrew Carnegie was surrounded by industries that mocked his vision of steel shaping the modern world. He didn't waste time arguing. He kept building, brick by brick, calm in the face of disbelief. Walt Disney was rejected hundreds of times by investors who told him his dreams were childish. He smiled, walked out of those rooms, and kept imagining a world that didn't exist yet. Their calm was their power. Their calm was their shield. When you learn to act like nothing can shake you, you are not lying to yourself. You are reminding yourself that no external force is bigger than your internal strength. You're not pretending the storm isn't real. You're declaring that it won't define you. The calm mind sees paths that the panicked mind never will. The calm mind notices opportunities in chaos. It doesn't drown, it navigates. Your calm will confuse people. It will unsettle those who expect your reaction. It will frustrate those who feed on your energy. But it will also inspire. Because in a world addicted to panic, calm is rare. Calm is power. Calm is leadership. When others are overwhelmed by the noise, the one who remains calm becomes the natural center of gravity. People follow those who do not flinch when everyone else breaks. Think of Abraham Lincoln in the heart of war. His country torn apart, betrayal surrounding him. There were nights when everything could have fallen. But his calm didn't come from ignorance of chaos. It came from his clarity of purpose. He understood that when emotions rule leadership, nations crumble. But when calm leads, even broken nations can be rebuilt. That's not a myth. That's history. Calm doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing the right thing with precision. It means moving without panic. It means understanding that panic makes you blind, but calm makes you see. In moments of pressure, most people make decisions they regret. But the calm mind chooses. It moves with strategy. It bends the situation toward itself. You must train your calm like a warrior sharpens his blade. Daily, quietly, intentionally. It starts in the smallest moments. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Stay calm. A stranger tries to provoke you. Stay calm. A setback strikes your plans. Stay calm. Each small victory is a brick in the fortress of your mind. And over time, you will build something unbreakable. The reason why calm holds so much power is simple. The world is loud. The world is fast. The world is impatient. The one who remains calm becomes like a still lake in the middle of a storm. And when people see stillness, they don't just look. They listen. Calm carries authority because it's rare. When you walk into a room with calm, you don't need to speak loudly. Your energy does it for you. This is why those who master calm often rise in silence. They don't announce their greatness. They let their composure show it. They don't fight over every insult. They reserve their energy for battles that matter. They don't panic at every setback. They know the story isn't over. Calm isn't passive. Calm is patience sharpened into a weapon. And make no mistake, life will test that weapon. Life will throw at you betrayal, doubt, fear, failure, disrespect, and pain. Life will look you in the eye and ask, "What are you made of?" And your answer won't come in words. It will come in your stillness, in your refusal to be moved by what tries to break you. Calm doesn't mean being untouched by pain. It means refusing to let pain own your spirit. When you master calm, the world no longer dictates your rhythm. You set the rhythm. When people try to pull you into their drama, you simply don't step onto their stage. When failure tries to crush your spirit, you see it not as the end but as a quiet beginning. Calm gives you control over what most people give away too easily. Their energy, their focus, their power. This is why your calm is sacred. Guard it with everything you have. Because the moment you lose it, the world gains control over you. The moment you keep it, you own the world. And there's something else. The calm mind can dream clearly, can plan deeply, can see what others can't. When others are blinded by their own panic, you will already be 10 steps ahead. Calm doesn't just make you stronger. It makes you unstoppable. This is how empires are built. Not through shouting, not through rushing, but through steady hands, steady hearts, and steady minds. Those who can master their calm can master anything. And the world, whether it wants to or not, bends to those who do not flinch. Calm is a kind of power that doesn't need to prove itself. It doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it doesn't argue. It just exists steady, unbending, unshakable. And when you learn to build that kind of inner strength, the world changes around you, not because the world itself changes, but because you stop giving it permission to shake your soul. Think about that carefully. Most people are not broken by the world itself. They are broken by how easily they let the world inside their minds. What enters through reaction, through impulse, through fear, grows and takes root. and once it takes root, it controls them. But when your calm is firm, nothing gets in without your permission. This is why those who master their calm seem untouchable. When insults come, they don't absorb them. When fear rises, they don't feed it. When others push, they don't fall. They stand steady as stone because they have trained their mind to respond, not to react. That is why calm is rare. That is why calm is power. It takes strength to hold your fire. It takes mastery to keep your hands steady when everything inside you wants to strike back. But this is what separates those who live as victims of life from those who shape life into their vision. Think of Napoleon Hill himself, the man who stood in the Great Depression and said, "Every adversity brings with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." When the entire world was drowning in panic, he spoke with clarity, not because he was blind to the storm, but because he saw beyond it. Panic looks at what is now. Calm looks at what can be built next. Panic collapses dreams. Calm plants the seeds for the future. You must learn to build your calm the way a blacksmith builds a blade, heated, hammered, sharpened again and again. This means taking pain, pressure, failure, rejection, betrayal, loss, and using them to temper your spirit. When someone tries to break you, use it as steel for your foundation. When the world tells you you're not enough, let their doubt echo while you stand still. Silence has a way of bending noise to its knees. The one who speaks less, listens more, and reacts never, is often the one who walks away with the power. Every legend you admire carried calm like a weapon. Nelson Mandela walked out of a cell after 27 years of imprisonment and didn't scream. He didn't burn the world. He built a nation. Mahatma Gandhi brought an empire to its knees without a single bullet. Abraham Lincoln led through war with a quiet steel in his voice. Their calm was not weakness. It was the greatest form of strength humanity can wield, power without desperation. When you master calm, you become dangerous in the most beautiful way. Because no one knows how to control a person who cannot be provoked. They can yell at you, insult you, betray you, laugh at you, mock your dreams, but they cannot make you react. And when they can't make you react, they lose their grip. They lose their power. Calm turns the world's weapons into harmless noise. But make no mistake, this calm is not passive. It is alive. It's built on clarity, purpose, and unshakable belief in who you are. You don't reach this place by running from the world. You reach it by standing in the middle of it and refusing to let it shape you. This means showing up every day with discipline, controlling your breathing when your heart wants to explode, choosing silence when your ego wants to scream, trusting your vision when doubt wants to speak louder. Every setback is a classroom. Every insult is a test. Every challenge is a chance to sharpen your calm. Stop asking for a life with no storms. Start building a spirit that is unshakable in the middle of them. Power doesn't come from avoiding chaos. Power comes from walking through it without losing yourself. When others look at you, they should feel that quiet strength. The calm that says, "I've been through worse. You cannot shake me." That calm is louder than rage, stronger than fear, and more commanding than any speech. And here is the truth: people trust calm. People follow calm. People respect calm. Because calm is rare in a world of noise. That's why leaders who carry calm rise above. That's why people who master it become unstoppable. Because calm doesn't just change how you handle problems. It changes how problems handle you. When chaos meets calm, chaos loses shape. It loses control. It bends. It yields. So guard your calm like your life depends on it, because it does. Don't let petty things steal it. Don't let small minds shake it. Don't let fear infect it. Calm is your fortress. Calm is your blade. Calm is your crown. There will come a day when someone will try to shake you to see if you're real. They'll push you with doubt, fear, betrayal, disrespect. They'll expect you to break. That's when your calm becomes your answer. Not your words. Not your anger, not your defense, just your stillness. And that stillness will speak louder than any storm. Calm is not the absence of fire. It's the ability to hold it in your hands without letting it burn you. Calm is power in its purest form. And once you build it, once you wear it like armor, nothing and no one will ever truly control you again.